How's it going, ladies and germs? I'm Derknomicon, and today I bring you another Skyrim remaster build, the Knight of the Nine. This Holy Crusader has trekked through many undead-infested ruins and helps those in need when he can. He is the right hand of the Nine, and gods help those who dare to face off against this Holy Crusader. I would like to point out that I have added links in the description that will help you navigate through the video if you missed a certain part. Now, onto the build itself. For this build, I went with the Imperial race because they are excellent melee fighters and spellcasters. Also, since you are a Holy Crusader of the Nine, you should only be getting gold from completing noble jobs. So since you are an Imperial, you will find more gold than usual in chests or on corpses of those that you have slain. Thanks to dedication and hard work, the Imperials start out with +5 to heavy armor, block, one-handed, and enchanting, along with a +10 to restoration, and all these skills basically make the entire build. But that doesn't mean you can't be a different race. The Nine are always looking for those who are willing to lay their lives on the line for the young, old, and weak. This build uses a lot of restoration magic, so I decided to go with 60% in magicka. Since you will be keeping the world at bay with your weapon and shield, this build's health and stamina will be 20%. Those numbers may seem low, but no worry. Once you get higher within the restoration tree, you will be able to heal yourself tremendously and gain stamina in the process. While out on your adventures, you will come across standing stones that give you certain abilities. In the beginning, it would be wise to choose the Mage Stone, that way you can work on your restoration skill tree quicker. Later on, I would advise that you swap the Mage Stone with the Lover Stone, that way you can level all of your skills at the same time, but at a lower rate. Around the end game, you might want to go get the Atronach Stone, for it allows you to absorb magic from casters. Now let's get into skills the Knight possesses. His skills include heavy armor, one-handed, block, restoration, smithing, and enchanting. Under the heavy armor tab, get all of Juggernaut and well-fitted. With the one-handed, all of Armsman, Fighting Stance, Bonebreaker, Bladesman, and Savage Strike. Block, all of Shield Wall, Quick Reflexes, Deflect Arrows, Power Bash, Deadly Bash, and Disarming Bash. Within the Restoration perk tree, Novice to Master, Recovery, Avoid Death, Regeneration, Necromage, and Respite. Within the Smithing, get the Steel Smithing perk and the entire right side all the way up to Dragon Armor. And then also grab that sweet Arcane Blacksmithing. And then last but not least, Enchanting. All of Enchanter, Fire Enchanter, Insightful Enchanter, Corpus Enchanter, Extra Effect, Soul Squeezer, and Soul Siphon. Now with the skills out of the way, let's go into the factions the Knight will join. After leaving Riverwood, the Knight will come across the sound of thunder and feel the earth shake. Off in the distance, he sees what looks like an 8-foot-tall man trying to kill a spider. Upon arriving to the scene, he spots 3 warriors defending a local farm from a giant. After the giant is slain, the Knight gets invited to join the companions. Little does the Knight know that the companions are actually werewolves, but part of him sees that they are leading noble lives, so decides to spare them from the Nine's wrath. Later on, the Knight will be approached by an orc claiming to be part of the Dawn Guard and that a vampire menace is wreaking havoc in Skyrim. Of course he will join. No vampire will live while the Knight still draws breath. When the Knight reaches Dragon's Reach, he meets Farengard, the court wizard. After helping with the Dragonstone quest, Farengard states that you should join the Mages Guild. Since the Knight is still trying to master restoration, it didn't sound like a bad idea. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, let's talk about gear. The Knight wears all heavy armor, and since I got nostalgic while making this build, I tried my best to create the enchanted armor effects that the original Crusader of the Nine wore in Oblivion. So, the Knight wears a steel-plated helm, the gray Dawn Guard chest piece, steel-plated gauntlets, steel-plated boots, and he hoists around an Imperial shield. Here are the enchantments that I went with for each piece. For the helm, I went with Restoration and Destruction. For the chest piece, I went with Restoration and Health. For the gauntlets, I went with Fortify One-Handed ability and Fortify Block. With the boots, I went with Fortify One-Handed and Fortify Stamina Regen, and for the shield, I went with Resist Magic. And what's a Knight of the Nine without his trusty sword and mace? For the sword, I went with a silver sword, and for the mace, I went with a steel mace. The enchantments that I have on the silver sword were Fire Damage and Damage Magicka, and for the mace, I had Fire Damage and Turn Undead. But besides the Knight having just only his weapon and shield, he can also use all of his spells in the Restoration perk tree. These spells include Healing, Fast Healing, Healing Hands, Sunfire, turn lesser undead, close wounds, heal other, repel lesser undead, Stendarr's Aura, turn undead, Vampire's Bane, Circle of Protection, Grand Healing, repel undead, turn greater undead, Bane of the Undead, and Guardian Circle. There you have all the spells that the knight possesses, and last but not least, I want to move on to the companions that the knight can have. The knight will meet many people along his adventures in Skyrim. Some take to the life of adventure, and others are thankful that he came along and saved them when he did. Ultimately, it is your choice on who you take along with you on your journey. For this build, I went with Agmir because he left his simple life of being a farm boy to wanting to train with the Dawn Guard and fight back against the vampire menace. The knight truly respects that in an individual and decides to take Agmir on the perilous journey to destroy the Volkihir vampires. So here we are, everyone, the Knight of the Nine. I had a lot of fun making and playing this build, and I hope you do as well. Leave a comment about what you thought of the build, or just say hi. A like is always appreciated also. If you would like to see more content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and share this video with your friends and family. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.